MP to all cars. Armed robbery on security vehicle
Juliet,
now.
4 to MP.
4 men.
Off watch.
Zulu 1 to MP. Disturbance in High Street. Gang of youths
MP
fighting
to
with
Golf,
knives.
1-1.
Request assistance, over.
Suspects on premise.
Sergeant Brook! Brook! Where's Sergeant Brook?
Just gone out for a moment, sir.
When he gets back, tell him I want to see him.
Yes, sir. CID, DC Maxton speaking. Who's that? Oh, Miss Williams. Yes, we've been working on the case, and we've... will you hold on, please? Dave?
Yeah.
Mr. Roach wants to see you.
Oh, sure. Yeah, right. Here's your tea. There's our ham rolls. And you owe me 23 pence.
He wants you now. Looked like he was going to explode.
That I'd want to see. Look after the shop.
Sure. Are you there, Miss Williams? Sorry about that. Yeah, I was about to say...
Oh, you're back.
Yes, sir.
I've got a job for you. Are you busy?
I got plenty on, Gov.
Oh, what have you got on?
Making out a stolen property list, checking a couple of statements, preparing for the Crown Court on Thursday. And at this moment, I've got a lad cooling his heels downstairs.
Is there some trouble?
Oh, con man, sir. Caught bilking the Imperial Hotel. And he's been impressing on me that he knows his rights, and that he knows a lot of influential people, and that it's all a mistake, and that he can have my stripes, and he's wearing an old-school tie. So I'm letting him cool his heels.
Well, you better deal with him this morning, because I have a job for you this afternoon. Request from the yard. Flying squad are doing a saturation job and need a fair amount of support from the districts. I've offered a team from CID, and you're going to lead it.
Well, thank you, sir. What is it?
Well, just deal with your lad first, and be in my office by 3:30. And I'll put you in the picture, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do you have these statements checked?
Yes, here they are. And your tea's getting cold.
Oh. That's all right.
You married, Dave?
What kind of question's that?
A straight question. A bloke who likes cold tea.
Yeah, then it's a straight answer. No, I'm not married.
Do you have a girl?
Yes, I have a girl. And yes, she is pretty. And yes, I am normal. Is that what you're asking?
No, Sergeant, no, I wasn't. I just wondered. And I thought I could...
Well, you've got a funny way of putting it. But since you've asked, happens I am a handsome copper working shifts. And she is a pretty nurse working shifts. And it isn't easy getting together. So one day when I can afford to keep both of us... Here, do you want the other half of this ham roll?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. Right, let's get these statements checked and go down and see our gentleman in waiting. All right, in here, Mr. Glenville. Oh, no, don't sit down. Keep standing until you've emptied your pockets.
What did you say, Sergeant?
I said empty your pockets. Onto the table. Let's see what you're carrying.
I'm doing this under protest. Do you understand that? Are you charging me?
Just keep emptying your pockets. Now your jacket pockets. Now the inside pockets. All your inside pockets, Mr. Glenville. Max, help him.
Yes, Sergeant.
Ah, and what do we have here? A checkbook and a Barclay card. A Midland Bank checkbook in the name of G. Lawrence. A Barclay card in the name of H. Christie. Can't belong to you, can they, Mr. Glenville? You forgot to empty your hip pockets. Max, will you help him?
Yes, Sergeant.
Ah, and this time we find 2 American Express cards. One in the name of A. Gearson and the other R.M. Heron. Well, we have been having a high old time. Living on 2 American Express cards, 1 Barclay card and somebody else's checkbook. You don't happen to have a diner's card on you somewhere, do you?
No, I have not.
Well, with all these different names on them. Can you tell me why you have them, Mr. Glenville? I think we should have a look at your house.
You have no right to search my house.
We have every right. It's probably stuffed to the ceiling with all the goodies you've been buying. Do you care to tell me when you came in possession of this checkbook, these credit cards?
I have nothing to say.
Constable, take him downstairs until we're ready for him. Max, list all these things and then have them locked in the prisoner's property store.
Did you expect it?
Well, didn't you? Would you like to handle this case?
Yes.
Right, I'll tell you what you do. Take this checkbook. Only 2 checks left. And your phone check index at CRO. It's likely the ones he's used have found their way there. You tell them we found him.
Mm-hmm.
You then get a note of the shops and hotels he's passed checks on, including the Imperial, and you visit them and find out what goods or services he's obtained. You then check with the credit card companies and do the same. You find out how long this has been going on. You plod round all the shops.
Wait a minute. This is going to take me weeks.
Could be months. Blokes like Glenville spare no expense when spending other people's money. You've got to follow the trail of frauds right across town, maybe all over the country. But right now, we're going to have a look at his house. Don't look so hurt, Mr. Glenville. We're just taking you for a run.
Where?
We're going to your flat. We want to have a look.
You've no right.
We can do it quietly without the neighbours knowing, or I could get a warrant and a police car and a brass band. It's up to you.
You'll find nothing at my flat.
Then you've nothing to worry about. Take the first on the left, Max. Pull up at 42A. You're home, Mr. Glenville. Well, you can sulk if you like, or you can look happy like you were bringing friends home. It's up to you, but we are going in.
Oh, very well. Can I have my door key?
No. Now, I open the door, you follow me in, my colleague follows you in. Is that understood?
Yes.
No nosy neighbours?
It is a select neighbourhood.
Yes, of course. Now, let's see what you have. Well, this room looks clean enough. Keep an eye on him, Max. I'll take a look in that room.
He's no sympathy, your sergeant. No understanding.
Oh, he understands, all right. You've been living it up on other people's savings. How long have you been doing it?
I assure you no one has lost a penny because of me. No one but those money-lending people who charge all that extortionate interest.
Glenville! You must be mad. This place is stacked with stuff. You brought 12 new coats, you got about 6 new suits, got about 12 pairs of shoes unworn, still in boxes, 9 new dressing gowns, and in your dressing table drawer are these. 3 stolen checkbooks, empty, and 6 more credit cards. Just stand there. I'll call out the rest.
I'm feeling sick.
10 new shirts, about 5 new cardigans, 5 new frying pans. For God's sake, 5 frying pans? Why?
Please, could I have a glass of water? I feel sick. The kitchen is in there. Please.
All right. Sit down, Mr. Glenville. I'll get it. Here you are, Mr. Glen. Dave? Is he with you?
He's who with me?
Glenville.
Oh, hell, he's Scott, but go after him. You stupid son of a bitch. I told you to keep your eyes on him.
He was feeling ill.
Well, I hope you're feeling ill. This is the second time he's scarpered today, and we're left here standing with a room full of loot. While the last of the big spenders is hightailing it for the hills.
I'm sorry.
Now get after him.
And while you were checking the gear, you let him give you the slip.
Yes, sir.
Was it Maxton let him go?
No, sir.
Well, I know it wasn't you. You'd have nailed him to the floor. Are you covering for the grammar school boy?
No, sir. Let's say even commanders make mistakes.
Don't be lippy. How much did you find?
Several £1,000s worth, sir. Brought only from the best places. And I think this is only part of it. I've locked the flat and put a PC on the door. And I'm sending a squad in a van to sort the stuff out, to write it all down and bring it all here.
Did you have a warrant to search the flat?
No, sir. We have the owner's permission.
Well, in his absence, could you prove that?
No, sir.
Then you'd better find him.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
The old man's on the warpath. We've got to find our friend Glenville. So, let's take a batch of those crime complaints and go out into the world.
Where do we go?
Just drive around. Keep your eyes peeled.
Do you think he'll still be here?
Unless he had another credit card and brought a ticket to romantic places.
Like Paris?
No, I can guarantee he won't go that far. I took his passport. You keep your eyes on the road and watch the pedestrian crossings, and I'll watch the pavements.
You were telling me about your girlfriend.
I was not.
That you would marry her if you had enough money. And that you would introduce me.
I said that.
Didn't you?
What time is it?
20 to 1.
Oh, it's almost lunchtime, and it's her day off. What do you say if we take her to a nice pub?
Would have my vote.
We'll find a riverside pub and crime can wait. Somewhere we can sit and watch the swans.
I'd like that.
I'll come quietly, Sergeant.
Yeah, I bet you will. Can we come in?
Why not?
Well, this is Judy. This is my new teammate, DC Maxton.
Do I call him DC Maxton?
Well, you can call him Blair.
Blair. That's a nice name.
I prefer Max.
Pleased to meet you, Max.
Woo, now we can all kiss each other. Get your coat on, we're going for a drink.
Oh, I prefer lunch.
We can have that as well. We're just going for a drink. Pub on the river.
Oh, where?
Well, we can slum it downriver at the Grapes or go upriver to the White Swan.
The White Swan.
Right, let's go.
Well, here we are. 2 beers and 1 lager and lime. If we want lunch...
Later. Come on, here's to it.
Your health?
Cheers.
Well, what do you think of her, Max? I said she was pretty. Was I right?
You're always right.
Oh, you don't have to play up to him, Max. Believe me, I've had it all, including wanted for questioning Judy Graham, age 24, height 5'6", weight 8'12", hair blonde, eyes blue, distinguishing marks, large mole on right thigh.
She's also a trained nurse, white belt.
And trained in judo, black belt.
I'll remember not to touch.
Tell me about yourself, Max.
You should ask Roach about him. I collared a lad this morning, a right one. Pocket full of other people's checkbooks and a flat crown with goodies. You'd have loved it. New suits, new shirts, new shoes, and a cupboard full of frying pans.
Frying pans?
But don't ask me. I was just checking the store when Loverboy let him get away.
Oh, you let him go?
He was feeling sick.
Yeah, I'll bet he was. And now he's off on another spending spree and Roach is wild.
Did you tell him about me?
What do you think?
You didn't tell him.
Mr. Roach is a very nice man. He's kindly and considerate, and considering what he has to put up with, he's most understanding.
Well, cheers.
Cheers. Max, will you answer me one question?
I'll try.
Look at me. Do you think I should marry a copper?
Oh, what can I say? It's his round.
All right, come on. Let's have your glasses.
It's open.
You said come at 3:30.
Any luck with your fraudster?
Not yet, sir.
Then here's something you can get your teeth into. The request from the yard. The flying squad have something on downriver. Something big for tonight. They've asked for extra men, and we're supplying a team. You'll be in charge of our lot, and you'll take orders from Chief Inspector Benbow.
Do we know what it is?
Well, they don't tell us, but try to bring our lads back in one piece. I'm sending 5. Keller, Murphy, Harrison, yourself, and would you take Maxton?
Oh, yes, sir.
You meet at this place here. An old warehouse where you will be briefed. Now, it isn't a shirt and tie job, so look like you work in the docks.
Which cars can we have?
You'll take one car, and you'll park it well away from the docks. The instruction is infiltrate on foot.
Right. Are we all ready? Harrison, Murph, Keller, Max?
How do we look?
Like a row of secondary pickets.
What a gear, Dave?
Well, it's a dockland job with the Sweeney. They need help to close some gaps, and we're working for His Highness Detective Chief Inspector Benbow. Right, head for Aldgate and Commercial Road, Jim. I'll direct you from there.
Okay.
Is this the warehouse?
Yeah, must be.
Big, isn't it? And filthy. Must have been empty for years.
Right, let's see what's happening. Where can I find Chief Inspector Benbow?
There's a room down the end. You go there and check in.
Right, thanks.
Come in.
Mr. Benbow,
Yes.
DC Brook.
There's 4 with you.
Yes, sir. This is DC Harrison, Keller, Murphy, and Maxton.
No need for you all to come in. I can see you. Now, Brooke, you'll wait outside until they've all assembled. Might take half an hour. Keep quiet and try to keep from showing yourselves. In a room on the other side of the shed, we set up a temporary canteen. Try to get something before the mob descends on it. When Commander Jackman arrives, we'll tell you what it's all about.
Thank you, sir.
And close the door.
It's drafty in here.
That's the river. Blows straight in from the channel.
Jim and Keller, there's a mobile canteen somewhere over the other side of the shed. Find it, get us all a cup of charm. What's best to eat?
Okay.
We've just got to wait around.
Yeah, for half an hour, he said.
It's dark, isn't it?
You're really going through the book. Dark, cold, drafty, filthy.
Well, it is. They could have found a better place.
It's to make you feel furtive.
Yeah, lads. Mugs of tea and a pork pie. They're disappearing at a rate of knots.
Sure, Char. What else is happening down there?
There's a platform. Blokes with tarpaulins putting them up over the broken windows.
Do you think we look all right?
You should see some of the others. Leather coats, long hair, brass earrings.
Yeah, well, brass earrings are mad. Slag catches you by the brass ring, he can pull your bloody head off.
He'll swing you round and throw you in the river.
Well, the place is filling up. How many would you say?
20, 30?
Yeah, more sweaters than beads and bangles. They've been picking the hefty ones.
All right, lads, come nearer to the platform. It's getting a bit dark and I want to be able to see you. The only light we're going to have in here is the light from the projector falling on the screen. Could we try it, Sergeant? No, that's fine. Now, you're here to be briefed on an operation to be called Operation Homecoming. Some other members of the force have been briefed in another place. The 30 of you in this room have been specially chosen as the heart of the operation. First slide, please. This is a bird's eye view of the dock area in which we're now gathered. It shows part of the river, the derelict dock, and the roads leading in and out. Uniformed men will be responsible for these roads for the next 3 or 4 hours and for setting up roadblocks. Next slide. 4 faces you should all recognize. First, David James Whittall, a top villain. Escaped from Parkhurst 3 years ago, and he escaped in company with this villain, Adam McCabe. They've been living abroad since they left us, living well on the proceeds of past crime. Our information is that they're now returning to us, and their return is connected with further serious crime. They'll be accompanied by 2 other villains whose faces may not be so familiar to some of you. This one is Charlie Kane, planner of crime. This one is Albert George Tracy, a protector, a piece of muscle. Well, that's the briefing. They expect to return in the dark, and by this back door. All 4 men are likely to be armed. Our intention is to arrest them before they can shoot anyone's head off. All teams will be given their action positions as they leave. The operation is called Homecoming, and the code word that they're here will be high tide. You have 5 minutes to study these photos and then to your places.
Well, they would put us on the roof. It's even more freezing up here.
But it's quite a view, isn't it?
Well, we can see everything except what we need to see. The 4 villains landing at the wharf. Jim.
Yeah?
Take Murph and cover the 2 corners down that end.
Right.
Keep your heads down. Keller, you take the other side. Max and I'll take this end.
What do you think is in this shed?
Oh, it's empty, like the rest. Now, let's see if the radio works.
Settings in position, sir. Over.
Yeah, it works.
Sergeant Brook.
Brook here, sir. Team in position. Over.
Sergeant Brook. Command in position. Over.
No, we just wait.
Yep. And I'll bet we just wait and wait and wait. Nothing will happen. Then we'll be told to go home.
Still, it's a bit of a change. Exciting. Better than chasing after Mr. Glenville.
What do you think?
Yes.
It's your friend, Glenville. Open the door, please.
A bit late to be calling, old chap. I was just turning in.
Don't keep me on the doorstep, James. I must talk to you.
Come in. How did you find me?
It wasn't easy. I had to ask a few friends. How are you doing living down here?
Lying low, old chap. Anyway, I like the river and the docks. So friendly. I was about to have a nightcap. Will you join me?
No, thank you, James. I've come for help, and in a hurry. I need some money to tide me over, if you'll be so good. A rail fare.
A porpoise close behind you, old chap.
You could put it that way.
Then treading on your tail.
It's not a joke, James. It's very serious. I must not be seen in London for a week or 2.
How far this rail fare?
Somewhere quiet and preferably far away. Penzance, Anglesey, somewhere like that.
And you'd need hotel money for a few days.
Hotel money for 2 days, if you can. By then I'll be solvent again.
Fact is, I'm a bit broke at the moment. But you can lie low here if you like. No trouble.
I'd rather not.
You can stay for a week.
No.
Then they are close behind you.
I must get out of London tonight.
You surprise me.
It's all because of a silly girl at a hotel, James. Why do they employ inexperienced girls? I presented a Barclay card, perfectly good Barclay card. Couldn't get the little machine to work. She just didn't know how to do it. She stood there fiddling with the damn thing. 7 minutes I waited. She still couldn't get it to work. Then she decided to call the manager.
And since it wasn't your own card, your nerve gave out.
I'm afraid so.
Mustn't let our nerves break, old chap. Trouble is, I've no ready cash in the house.
But you have to help me, James. I was arrested. And I skipped.
Ditched them? Ran off?
Yes.
Look, old chap, I think I can raise some cash for you, but you can't stay here. I have my own problems, and I can't be turned over when they come for you.
I've no one else to go to.
Well, don't worry. I will help you. If you'll leave now, old chap, I'll get on with it. I know where I can raise 50 or 60 pounds. Can you give me a couple of hours?
I can get a train at 0150.
Then phone me around midnight, and I'll tell you if I have the cash.
Thank you, James. I won't forget you.
Did you hear that, Dave?
What?
Shooting. Over that way.
I shooting isn't ours.
And somebody's being a hero.
Control to all positions. High tide. High tide. To all positions. Be ready. Over.
It's a bit late.
Control to Jennings. Can you see them? Yes, sir. They landed at the South Wharf. Go try to stop them. How is he? He's okay. He's under cover. They're running across the dock now.
Where's Jim?
Down the other end. Dave, they're coming at us.
With heads down, they can't see a thing. Brook to control. They're at our shed, sir. 4 of them.
They're trying to break in.
Brook to control. We can drop on top of them. Surprise them, sir.
Control to Brook. No. Stay where you are. Is that understood? Stay where you are.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Dave, Harrison has jumped on top of them.
And he can't take 4. Murphy, Flynn. How's he doing?
Not too well.
Then down we go. Flynn, Murph, over the side.
Here, Dave, give us a hand. Get him off me. Kill that bastards, right?
You all right, Jim?
Yeah.
You all right, Max?
Give me a hand with him.
Here comes Benbow's cavalry.
All right, McKay. Give it up. Get on your feet. Right then. Line them up. Cabe, Tracy, Kane. Where's Whittle?
I've got him here, sir.
Bring him over. Into the line with him. That's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, Brook. Thanks for your help. We'll take charge of them. Right, lads. Take them away.
Well, did you hear that? Thanks for your help. Whittle was my arrest.
Yeah, with the Sweeney, it's never your arrest.
How are you, Jim?
Oh, I think I lost a couple of teeth.
You, Max?
All right, I think.
To all teams, Operation Homecoming is now over. Thank you all. You can find your way home.
Thanks.
Have a toffee.
So, right, now we find our car and we go home.
Jim, why did you jump on them?
He was trying to make sergeant.
Very funny. I'll tell you something. You could have parked the car nearer.
The walk could do you good. Hey, up.
What is it?
It's a sad heart that never rejoices. Hey, Max.
Yeah?
In that phone box, over there. Do you recognise him?
Yes. The last of the big spenders. Our Mr. Glenville.
Do you think he could escape from you in a phone box?
No, Sergeant.
Well, get him.